Hi guys, welcome back to Zortex Anxiety Support. Today's video is going to be all about limiting beliefs, how they're formed, what they are, and how we can overcome them. So let's get on into it. Limiting beliefs are basically thoughts and beliefs that stop you living life to its fullest. They stop you from being the best version of yourself. They can come about from past events that have happened or certain comments that people may have made, and really we just look for evidence that supports that belief. Take, for example, a perfect one would be, I can't do this because of my anxiety, or I can't do this because I'm not good enough. I can't be a musician because I don't have a way into the industry. I can't run my own business because I'm not smart enough. Those kinds of beliefs, they manifest and they actually stop you doing what you want to do. They stop you fulfilling your dreams, and they really are bad for your mental health, because rather than saying positive affirmations that you are capable, you are able, they do the opposite. They just constantly reaffirm to yourself that you can't do things, and then you look for facts. For example, if it's to do with anxiety, you might say, I can't go to the cinema because I'm anxious, and then you perhaps try to go to a cinema and you are anxious and you leave and you go, well, there you go, I can never go to a cinema again because I'm anxious. That's not true. We all have blips, we all have moments that are less positive than others. So what you really need to focus on is what you want to achieve in life, right? The way to overcome limiting beliefs is to understand yourself, meaning your fears. Once you realize what you're afraid of, you can then start to overcome that limiting belief. So as we said, if it's the cinema example, why are you afraid of leaving? Are you afraid of the anxiety itself? Perhaps in a number of situations that may be unlikely, because for a lot of people anxiety can be caused by a particular thought. That's, let's say, lower levels anxiety, they are caused by a particular thought. So that's why you need to understand exactly what you're afraid of. I know for me, I do have a problem with experiencing the anxiety itself because it's so unpredictable. I've never found a particular thought it's really attached to, but let's say it's being trapped. Being trapped for me is one of my nightmares. It's something that I really have an issue with, and then that triggers high levels of anxiety. So when you understand that, you can move forward. So if we say with the cinema that it's about being trapped, then you can say, well, actually you're not trapped. You can get out, you can go with somebody, you can get a seat near the door, and you slowly start to overcome it through exposure plans. Those kinds of things you need to be aware of, because limiting beliefs, as simple as they are, they actually have such a detrimental impact on mental health and just fueling anxiety. Because again, it gives that distorted lens of we view everything through that belief. Oh, I don't have the time. Oh, well, actually, I never had the opportunity to. Oh, well, actually, I'm not good enough for that. You are good enough, and you can make the time, and you can find a way if you want to. So again, be honest with yourself with what you want to do. If you don't enjoy the cinema because you don't want to watch anything, or you really just aren't interested, then there's no reason that you need to push yourself. That's not a limiting belief, because it's not something you want to achieve. However, if you want to be a musician and you're afraid of rejection, that's something you'd want to overcome, because just by putting that belief in place, you stop yourself trying to achieve it, and then you deprive yourself of the opportunity to actually succeed. And that's not what you want. You want to be able to achieve all your dreams and goals. And again, overcoming those limiting beliefs, it's a step forward to overcoming anxiety, because they're quite closely linked. Limiting beliefs basically say you're not good enough because of a fear that you have, that fear can be triggering anxiety, which again reaffirms then you can't do something because you're experiencing high levels of anxiety or anxiety attacks. So there's a lot of progress to be made mentally, aside from anxiety, that actually will influence you overcoming your anxiety, if that makes sense. I really hope it does, but it's mentioning the words a lot. But basically that's it. That's a summary of what limiting beliefs are, how they impact us, and how we overcome them. It helps if we have a life coach. It helps if we have a therapist or a close friend that we can talk to understand our thought processes, to delve further into it. There are loads of resources online though if you can't speak to somebody, because you can just write it all down, journal the process, ask yourself a series of questions, write the answers. It's definitely worth trying, and I hope you found this helpful. I hope this gave you a little insight into limiting beliefs and perhaps opened your eyes to maybe something that you're telling yourself that you don't even realise is a thought that's ingrained. Let me know down in the comments any of your limiting beliefs, or if you've overcome them and how that went for you. Drop a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like it. And I'll see you next time.